guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back on the YouTube account and we're making some more progression within the Temporal Rift. So as of right now, guys, we've hit 150 floors within here, really focusing on a couple of things. Fountain of Time, of course, really trying to push this level, getting the most EXP and essence that we can. But within here, we are focusing on 3 trees that we've started before. The tank tree, the mage tree, the support tree. They are the 3 primary trees. I really put a focus here. You can see level 40 on our tanking tree, allowing our mage and our support to actually keep the tanks up. Tanks, we know, are not really the strongest in AFK Arena when you start getting to high level efficiencies. The tanks really do have to be built because if you're losing them early, the rest of the formations within here just crumble. So within the Temporal Rift, guys, I just hit, like I had said, right here we are, choose the next floor, the Realm of Decimation. So we actually have the question for the Stalker. So we are 150 floors in, and it does require 1 team up front and then a second team right here. I'm actually going to do my regular team, and I'll show you who I have been running. So the first formation that I've been running here looks like this, guys. We do have the 5 Graveborn heroes. So we have Grez and Damon, very strong combination. We have Hodgkin as a buffer in here. We have Oden, who is our primary damage dealer. Then we also do have Silas in there, not only as a secondary buffer with the attack, with that plus 30 signature item, got the 9 of 9 furniture on there, but also the support for the healing capacity that we have in here. Makes it a very, very strong combination. Now, there are a couple of players that do not have Hodgkin built out. In here, he is important, guys. He is a buffer. Same reason why we use him within the Cursed Realm. He is a solid crowd control and a solid buffer. Looking through the teams, and then you stack badges on top of them, guys. They are very hard to kill in formations. You can see Oden just burns out that energy, guys, super fast. And of course, it's really hard to get over that taint ability, but that is what we needed. Ideally, I would like to have Silas with the signature item built out. That way we can mitigate a lot more damage. Oden as well. Both of those heroes can really benefit from solid engraving. Then in here, we're running this combination. So one of the tricks to running this, guys, is having more than one support. Having more than one support or more than one ability to heal, usually within formations, especially when you stack badges behind them. You only need 1 primary damage dealer. First combination, we're using Oden. Second combination, we are using Ainz, running double tanks, and then in here running double supports, which work very well. Again, in this last formation, guys, Hodgkin kind of works as a buffer crowd control, not really so much as a tank, which is the reason why we have our 2 tanks in there. So this formation, I'm hoping that we're going to be able to take this one down pretty quick with the badges and the levels we have. It shouldn't be much of a problem to get through here. And there we go, guys. There he pops out. Love the animation for this guy. Just absolutely wicked. So right there, it mitigates the damage, and we have to keep this team alive. Good thing with this one, guys, is if Taylene dies. Now you can see here, guys, we are using the original Taylene. It is because she heals. The new Taylene doesn't provide that much of a support factor in there. And there we go, guys. The decimation goes back into the hourglass, just like Zolrath. But looking in here, guys, look at the healing. 722, 559, guys. Not only does Taylene, again, this is not the awakened Taylene, it is the original Taylene. Not only does she do an incredible amount of damage, she takes a ton of damage and also does a ton of healing. A good combination to have in there. Again, the awakened Taylene doesn't have that heal ability. It does have the shield ability, which can make it a little bit more difficult. But looking at the artifacts or the badges that we're picking, Rowan is actually in a different formation, but you can see even the sheer stats in here, guys. Wielder provides a hero with low health an additional 30 energy points. Super strong with that one, and there we go. So we got our 12 cores, hit level 13 at this point, guys, adding a couple more in there, including the energy transfer. But as you can see, guys, we are getting into the Realm of Exploration, which is the easier one. We are actually getting to the difficult rating of where we are. So the heroes that we got, I just want to show you my other teams, guys. The first 2 teams you can see there. The third team, I'm actually comprised of a couple different heroes in here. We have Mishka built out right here. We're running Helios, of course, for that shielding aspect. We have the twins in here for the super cycle. Aziz for the energy, and then we also do run Rowan. It's a very, very strong combination, guys. Running 1, 2, 3, that is right, looking at our support classes. We do run a couple support classes, and it really allows Mishka to do an incredible amount of damage on here. When using shield, the normal attack is increased by 20 points, allowing them to just kind of super cycle through the formations, and it works incredibly well. It's a formation that a lot of the guildmates are using as a third team in there. So again, guys, we're going to get into these more difficult formations, and this is where it does get incredibly hard because now you have a third. That is right, guys. We have a third team at 150, which again, it makes it a little bit harder. We get to our tier 3 stones right there, but we need a ton of progression. Big reason for that, guys, is we want to try to pick up some of the rewards, and we want to try to pick up some of these frames. We have to be in the top 2,000 to get one of these frames. And as you can see, guys, there are going to be different seasons for the Temporal Rift, just like we see in the hunting fields, just like we see in the Abyssal Expedition, to continue going through here. And we just unlocked this energy transfer. Pretty cool ability. Looking at what a lot of players are building, even looking down here for the leaderboard, most of them, guys, again, really maxing out the tank, the mage, the support are the real big focuses in here, guys, to try to keep these heroes up. So we'll add a little bit more to a couple of these, and every day making a little bit more progression. We're going to get a little bit of faster essence. So I'm hoping we can make it through a couple of the floors here with the heroes that we have, because, guys, it is getting incredibly difficult to get through here. So we're going to drop in Taylene. Taylene is in formation 2. I think this is where we were last time. Let's break our formations out, guys, because this was our Graveborn formation. We're going to do like we did before. So the first one we're going to do is our Graveborns, just like we've seen from the beginning. And again, guys, these are going to get increasingly difficult as we do continue through these formations. So, all right, formation 1 is going to be our Graveborn. Formation 2 is, of course, going to be our Dimensionals with Taylene in this one. And I love the combination. Artha's got the aura that goes onto Merlin. Of course, we have Albedo down here for the super buff for Ainz and for our other dimensional heroes. And then our final team is going to be comprised again of a couple different heroes. We have Rowan, solid heroes. Aziz, we actually have him, we're running him with this artifact that will give him a little bit of boost. We'll put Mishka up front. Helios, of course. I'm not sure if they run him in the front or the back. I believe he is run in the back, and this is the formation that is actually run. I believe Rowan is run up front because this is a lot of support, guys. And again, I'm really hoping that we can take down these battles, and you can't stop anything here, so you kind of just let it run. Can't turn off ultimate abilities, things of that nature. First team gets through pretty easy, and I'm hoping that we're going to have the same luck with the other two. Again, we're making a lot of progression in here, and we just need to do a lot more, guys. Here comes the ult. Got through the shields. Look how tough Ainz is to deal with on there. Now, the third team, again, this is what I've normally seen. We know Antandra is going to go back row, which might be a little problematic for these heroes, but I'm hoping that we can actually get these down. We get the shields up pretty quick, and there is Mishka with the crowd control, which I love. A lot of shields, a lot of haste, a lot of lockout mitigation. The stuns, and again, Mishka just burning down targets, guys. So pretty easy on that one. I want to check the damage. Look at that, guys. 1.97 billion from the tank. 1.57 billion from Helios, which we just got him to that plus 60 engraving, guys. Makes a really big difference. And then, of course, we have Aziz in there. So when you think of the formations and when you think of the sheer amount of energy, we have Rowan in there with heals and energy. We have Helios in there with the shields and energy. We have Aziz in there with the attack mitigation and also with the energy battery. Twins with the super cycle. It's almost like the god tier comp. That is just crazy with Mishka. Mishka, I do need furniture. I need engraving. I need to build Mishka up a ton. And she will be doing absolutely phenomenal. But guys, getting through these, we finally get into these. So this is the stronger relics. You can see all of these. When you start getting into the very unique So when the wielder suffers from control effect, they're granted 30% damage reduction. When the control effect ends, they have their haste reduced by 25 points for 5 seconds. So again, a massive damage reduction, which is going to be awesome. When it comes to a shield, or when it comes to a tank, Hodgkin really doesn't tank. He usually stays back row. He does go kind of front. So we're starting to get into the level 14 badges at this point. I don't have any legendary badges. Highest is 17, so we're still pretty far from it. But as we are continuing to make a lot of progression, guys, 14 to 14, make sure you're doing 13 to 14. When suffering a critical strike, block rating goes up, which I like, making it a little bit stronger. And even again, difficult coming through here, guys. We're going to have to level up a lot more than we do. Starting to fight with teams that have those level 16 badges, which again is going to be stronger to get through. So guys, that'll do it for tonight's video. Again, Defense Force, we are really building them out. We're almost to our next team. We need a little bit further, but I like the build. I know Mishka does need to be built out quite a bit more. I could add some more onto Silas. I could add some more onto Oden. A couple heroes in here that could definitely use some buffs with engraving and also finishing out some of the furniture to continue progression. But again, guys, I've been making it through here. We are to 3 teams at this point, and I love it. We got to do the progression for the loot in here, guys. Look at the loot that we've already gotten in 150 floors, and we have a ton of loot to come within here, guys. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what teams you are utilizing, and if you are already using 2 or 3 teams, and again, what teams you're utilizing. And as always, thank you guys for watching.